Well, hello there, 5th graders. Happy state test day. I'm so excited for you guys. And I'm so proud of you, how hard you've worked. You have learned a ton of math this year. I wanted to give you a little bit of a review today, but I also wanted it to be fun for you. So I really hope this doesn't stress you out. And in contrast, I hope it gives you some confidence and helps you realize you really know what you're doing. So I just want to review multiplying by powers of 10. So anytime you're multiplying a number, whether it be a decimal or a whole number, by a power of 10, you're just going to count your zeros. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, which means I'm going to go ahead and write my number just as it is, 5 32/100. And because I have 4 zeros, I'm going to move this decimal to the right. Now that is because 10,000 is a big number, which is going to make this 5 32/100 get larger. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, so I'm going to hop 1, 2, 3, 4, put my decimal, and in my math enrichment class we talked about how these kind of look like egg crates, and we're just going to put our eggs or our zeros right in there. So that answer is 53,200. Just like that. So we took 5 32/100, we multiplied it by 10,000, we saw it had 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, so we moved our decimal 1, 2, 3, 4 humps. See? 1, 2, 3, 4 humps. Okay, let's look at this one. How many zeros are there? There are 2 zeros. Now remember, in a whole number, where would my decimal be here? Well, think of it like $623. My decimal would be right here. So I like to rewrite my number with my decimal. I've got 2 zeros, which is going to make this number bigger. So I'm really just tacking on 2 zeros or moving the decimal over 2 places. Doesn't matter how you look at it. You're just adding 2 zeros or moving your decimal over 2 places, which is the same as 62,300. And then my last example here, I kind of changed the order for you, but it doesn't change what you do. I just count the zeros, 1, 2, 3. This is 1,000, so it's going to make this number bigger. Right now we have 3, and remember this is the 10th hundredths place, so this is 300ths. So I'm just going to rewrite 300ths, and since I have 3 zeros, I'm going to move my decimal over 3 places. 1, 2, 3, put my decimal, put my little zero in the carton, which is, whoops, I forgot to move my decimal. You want to look at where it started. It should never be the same. Good thing I check my work. Always got to double check our work. So that is just the same as 30. All right. So at this time, I want everybody to get their materials ready for this activity. And again, I want this to be fun for you. I hope it's not stressful. So you need the puzzle number 2, multiplied by powers of 10. And you're going to need all these colors, and we're going to do one together. So you're going to need a red, an orange, a yellow, a green, a light blue, dark blue, purple, pink, brown, and gray. Those can be colored pencils, they can be highlighters, they can be markers. So I'm getting my materials together, and I've got just a whole random assortment here of crayons and markers, okay? So what I would like to do is I would like the teacher to pause this video. And teachers, if you could make sure that everybody has a paper. If you're okay with it and you don't mind them working with a partner, I think that's great, and they can share coloring tools with the partner. And then once everybody is ready with their materials, if you could resume this video and we'll do the first example together. All right, so at this point you should have your puzzle number 2. Go ahead and put your name on this, and we're going to go ahead and do the first example together. So the first example is going to be in red. So everybody grab their red. Don't judge, my crown's looking a little sad, okay? And you're probably going to want a pencil. So we've got 1 65/100. I'm looking at my zeros here. I'm just going to highlight so you can see this, okay, with my red. I've got 1, 2, 3 zeros. And if this is 1,000, so this number is going to get bigger. So I have 1.65. I'm going to move it over 1, 2, 3 places. So 1, 2, 3. So that is 1,650. So now what you're going to do is you're going to look at your puzzle with your, you're going to find where it says 1,650. So it's a little bit of a word search here. And I'm helping you out, so it's right here. See that? So we're going to go ahead with our red and color that in. And there's no decimal point here. Okay? So, now that you kind of get the feel for it, what I would like you to do is go ahead and, like I said, you can work on your own. If your teacher's okay with you working with a partner, you can work with a partner. Complete all of this. And, if you get stuck, ask for help, ask a friend, ask a teacher. And then once the whole class is done, you're going to resume my video and we'll go over the answers. Alright guys, welcome back. At this point, you should be done. So we're going to just quickly go over the answers. So I'm on orange now. Here I have 1 0. So I am just going to move my decimal 1 over. So you should have had 4.72. And as you search for it, you should have found it right here. Raise your hand if you got that one right. How do we do on that? And just for practicing with reading, that is 4 72 hundredths, because it goes tenths, hundredths with a TH. Bonus point, can anybody remember how to write 72 hundredths? It would be 72 over, since it's a tenths, hundredths place, 72 over 100. Ding, 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 ding. All right, next one, grab your yellow. I have 2 zeros here. You should see my desk, it's a mess. 2 zeros. So I'm moving my decimal, which if you think about it, this is 730 right here. I'm moving it over 2 places, or you're just adding 2 zeros. So 73,000. With your yellow, you should have highlighted, ding, 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 right here. 73,000. And your coloring does not have to be perfect. We cannot be perfectionists. Alright, grab your green here and let's check your work. My green, I have 1, 2, 3 zeros. My number is going to get bigger, so I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3. So that looks like 94,080. With my green, I like my green. Give me green necessarily. Oh, I'm going to use an expo marker. Oh no, I got a crown. See, I am prepared. You should have had 94,000 right here and 80. How are we doing? Does anybody have them all right now? Let me see those hands. How are we doing, teachers? Are they working hard? Teachers, if they're working hard and they're attentive, go ahead and give them a dojo as a whole class for accountability, being accountable for their learning. Alright, we've got light blue here. I'm going to use this handy dandy highlighter. Counting my zeros. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So I'm going to be moving my decimal over. I always like to rewrite the number 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that looks like 390 to me. So grab your blue. 390 should be right here. Yeah, did we get it? We're getting the hang of this. See? Look how smart you are. Alright, oh my gosh, you would laugh at all my markers without caps. Grab your dark blue. I've got 1, 2 zeros here, so I'm going to move how many place values to the right? 2, 1, 2. So I should have 1950 and 6/10. With my dark blue, let's see if you found it. It would be right here. Isn't math fun? I know. I'm a nerd. Embrace being a nerd. It's all good. All right. Grab our purples here. Let's see what we got. What do we got? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. I'm going to write my number again. And I'm going to hop 5 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put my decimal there. Put my 0 or my egg in that carton. And it looks like I've got 602,000. See if Mrs. McSorley can find that in her purple. Let's see. Oops, I found you. With 3 zeros. So hopefully you didn't highlight that last one there. Ooh, this is looking so pretty. Almost done, almost done. Stay with me. All right, grab your pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. So I'm going to move 4 places to the right, you should have said, because it's getting bigger. 2 point. And let's see if we can remember how to say this. 2 and, because they're decimal, which you can't see. Our decimal is always and. And I'm going to read this just like normal. 875. And this is in the tenths, hundreds, thousandths place. So 2 and 875 thousandths. And now I'm moving it, because there's 4 zeros, 4 places to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're just adding 1 0 there. For 28,750, let's look at the pink. Hey, this is kind of fun. 28,750. All right, brown. Let's see. How many zeros do we have, guys? Help me out. Just 1 0. So I'm just going to add a 0 to that. Or if you like to think of it like, okay, here's my decimal. I'm just moving it 1 space to the right. So with your brown, we should have 93,100 now. Ooh, I found you. 93,100. So you should just be coloring in 2 zeros at the end there. And then our last one is in gray, which is not what kind of day we're going to have. We're going to end an awesome day. 1, 2, 0. So I'm going to move my decimal 2 places to the right. 1, 2. So you should have 70.4. Grab that gray all day, baby. 70 and 4. How do we read that? 70 and 4. Who knows? Tenths. 70 and 4 tenths. Because remember, when you've got your decimal, it goes tenths, hundreds, and thousandths. All right, guys. You are hopping into your later. And I'm so excited for your test. Remember, remember, remember. Do you know what I'm going to say? When Mr. Freeman says you can begin the test, everyone is going to write their multiplication chart the best they can. You're going to have this grid paper on your test, okay? So remember, you can write your X, and you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then I like to keep it all lined up. I like to do my easy ones first, which I know Miss Blakesley has talked to you about this. I've talked to you about this. I like to do my 2's first, right? So 1 times 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Go through and double check those. And then just do it right across again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You got this, guys. I know you can do this. I'm so excited. You are going to rock it. All right, I will see you soon. And then remember, I'll let you know when you're 10 minutes into the test. And if you haven't finished your multiplication chart after 10 minutes, I want you to stop and go right into the test. and don't worry about your multiplication tests. All right, see you later.